Good morning, everyone. Um, I'm back with Lily and Jack here. I made a real quick video yesterday because I was heading out, but I didn't want to forget what I was getting, so I popped up real quick. This is June 2nd. They were notified of their reported missing on May 2nd, so this is a whole month. And they just did a search over this weekend, and I just watched two crime podcasts. At this point in time, they haven't found anything, or at least aren't let out that they found any. Now, for clarity on yesterday's, like I said, I'm sorry I rushed it, but what I think is, well, they were taken by a couple, or they're with a couple, handed over by someone, cover, and the male, I think, is traveling back and forth. And that's why I picked up such closeness. Now, the kids can be close because for some reason I'm starting to get two locations. Could this couple own two homes? They don't have to be big, extravagant homes, but could they have, like a cabin up in Toronto or at this Owl's Lodge or wherever? Because I was picking up Owls, right? And I picked up Lodge. Could it be a street? Could it be, I don't know. But the guy does travel. Is he traveling? Are the couple keep traveling with the kids? They could. But anyways, let's just see. It's been a month. Still, not that we're aware of any actual hard evidence or proof of anything being found of Lily and Jack in those woods. Okay? I really don't think they're in those woods, at least not as the locations that they're looking, but we'll see. We got, let me start from this end here. Go on, the magician. Yeah, all right. So six of wands came up upside down. That's usually a victory card. I don't think they found anything this weekend, or at least nothing they were looking for. Someone definitely is involved in this case, and they're using every tactic they can not to be found out. That's the magician upside down. They're hoping and praying they're never found or never found out. These kids are being hidden. All right. And the Page of Pentacles. It's becoming, they're going slow and methodical. They actually think they got one up on everyone, which right now I guess it looks like they do. There's misdirection. So much kind of like misdirection. This person, the male I'm picking up at least, whoever handed these kids over, and I don't know if that's male or female, they're hoping and praying the cops keep looking the direction they're looking because that gives them time to figure out what they're going to do. Like if they're going to run, if they're going to just move, if they're going to do whatever they're going to do. Someone's scared to death of being arrested. That's basically what it comes down to. That's basically what it comes down to. And the male in part of this couple is still very paranoid and he keeps going through his head all kinds of theories and possibilities for what he should do, what he should have done, what he can still do. It's just crazy. And someone's very worried that justice will not happen, but justice will happen. I see these cards as twofold. There are people that are so extremely worried and upset about this, and I'm wondering, not only family members, but the whole community is like, what the hell happened? Why can't these kids be found? The longer they're gone, do we have a predator coming out to snatch our children? Will another child go missing in a month? You know what I mean? Which is common sense. I mean, you think that because this was such a rural area. It's not an everyday common, right in the middle city of New York or anything where everyone's going to be careful, right? But also, not, I see that someone is, like I just said, they're scared to death that they're going to be found out, and they got sleepless nights. I'm getting the thought, I'm not gonna go to jail. No matter what, I'm not gonna go to jail. I don't care what I have to do, I'm not gonna go to jail, all right? Because they know they did what they did, and that mask is still on, and they will be found out for what they did. I do hear some people saying, when this is all found out and this person is caught in the situation, people, I think closest to the situation, family, friends, whatever, are gonna be like, "Oh, hell no. No way." And I'm not pinpointing fingers to anyone. I'm not, and I won't. But someone's gonna be nailed, and people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, Lily and Jack." I still see that barrel too, that 50-gallon barrel. Like I said, the other barrel basically told me I'm on the right track in a way, but I don't think it was the same barrel I was picking up because I was more concerned with the rust. I don't even know the color of the barrel. I was just picking up rusty barrel, you know? And something about a utility truck now. Come on, Lily and Jack, Lily and Jack. Oop, eep, ah, ooh. Hold on. Yep. Someone's wow. They are so stressed out. This person, I'm picking up, I think the middle person now, or it is the male and part of the couple. Like I said, I'm not picking up the female too much. Could be that he leaves the children with the female and goes off traveling for work or whatever. Mhm. Yeah, he's like, "Oh my God, what did I do?" That's self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. He's stressed out or she's stressed out, whoever this middle person is. Um, what did I do? How could I have done this? Why did I agree to it? What's gonna happen? Someone's really a mess. It could be too that this middle person, even though I got the agreement, if either of us get caught, the other doesn't tell about the other, we'll claim it was us and all us and only us or whatever, only me. We won't put the other one under the bus. So I do think that will break during interrogation or jail time or whatever. But I think the middle person is like overwhelmed with, oh my God, I didn't think that through. I didn't, it's really too bad. But you mess with a kid, I don't find any mercy for you. I really don't. When it comes to kids, and remember that grudge holder in the beginning? I don't care if this was over a grudge, over a vendetta. I don't care. You go after the parents. You leave children the hell out of it. That's all there is to it. When you mess with children in any which way, shape, or form, your ass should go down the most severest way. That's my own opinion, and I'm just saying it the way it is. And again, Archangel Michael's been throughout my readings for the kids. Protection, prevent from harm, divine intervention. All right. Someone is what it could be the angels are with Lily and Jack. They could also be they thought they were going to be better parents, like I picked up before, possibly. They thought they could do better, that they could, give them a better life or whatever. But I do think spirit is watching over those kids. Someone's watching over spiritually. And Michael, it could be divine intervention when they find them too. Could be. I'm still believing those kids are alive. I think they're being held in the house of whoever this couple is. Anything else with these cards? Anything else? Is there anything else for Jack and Lily with these cards? I keep hearing truth will be told. Truth will be told. Cutting ties, freedom, standing up and awaken. Cutting ties. Someone might turn over information. They're cutting ties with someone else. They don't want any part of it. This could be this middle person going and, having all this guilt, sleepless nights and so forth. They could try and make a deal. If I tell you this information, you know, can I get a deal so that I don't go to jail for as long as I deserve to go to jail for? But there's cutting ties here. Ah, so many possibilities and toxic. Drama, arguments, incompatible. That would be the parents, family members, what have you, but there's a lot of drama around this case that I'm trying not to get into. I just want to find the children. And someone needed to follow their dreams. All kinds of possibilities to do. Make up your mind, believe in yourself, following your dreams. And they wanted out from this toxic. But this may have played a part in why those children. Someone needed to cut ties in order to have a better life for some reason was, those children not being around. Again, I'm not saying it had to be the mother and father. I'm saying anyone that was in this children's realm of closeness. You know what I mean? Someone they knew. They trusted the middle person for this middle person to go with this couple, and they knew that couple too in some way, shape, or form, right? Also, oh yeah, the camera footage. I heard about the camera footage. They're looking from the 27th to April 27th to like May 3rd, I guess. The kids were seen out in public with family members. That could have been a doctor's appointment. Who knows? Because they were called in sick on Thursday or whatever. Um, but I think all that camera footage from beforehand, they're looking at every car, every person that approached the children on the first. Um, and any car that, and also if they made it home from that location, right? Can we see if that car traveled all the way home between all the trail cams and then public footage or whatever they have? You know, where did these kids end up by the end of May 1st? Now, if we see a vehicle, that vehicle with the family members brought them all the way home, what happened overnight on the first till um, I guess 8 a.m. from the dispatcher's call is they were missing at 8 a.m., but the call was put in at like quarter of 10 or something. I don't know. It's getting more and more. Yeah, see. All right. Oh boy. These children were a gift for this woman. All right. There was a gift. These children were an opportunity for, I keep getting a couple. I mean, I really want to say this couple's going to come forward and then maybe the couple is someone that is going to know about the kids and help the police, but for some reason I'm picking up they were a gift given. Now, I'm thinking the way I'm reading it, if you read it differently, let me know. But this was a woman who wanted children. Maybe she's not able to have any children. I'm not sure. And they somehow knew the family and knew the children. Now, am I saying this is like family relatives have them? No. I mean, it could be, possibly, who knows? But I really don't think like an aunt and uncle would grab these kids and not tell the mom and dad. I really think, or the stepdad. I really think, they would know, you know. And it could also be that someone's waiting for them to return. But see, this is a commitment. This ring is a commitment. These poor children. No matter how you look at it, these poor children are going through a trauma. Like I said, I still pick them up alive. I get past, present, future. They could have passed on, been murdered, and that's the only way you can look at it from this point. There's no, I don't care if it was an accident and they wanted to hide it and cover it. No, it's now at this point with all the, if that happened, they are all responsible and they've turned it into outright murder in mind. And I'm not saying any of them are responsible. I'm not saying that is what happened. That's not what I'm getting. I'm only reading the energy from what I get from the cards, you know. Yeah, see, okay. Another distance card, man. Oh, okay. It was troubled waters. All right. Someone came in to be their anchor. Someone thought they were an anchor. There's a bridge, traveling, distant, and that made changes like overnight. It was changed. Everything in their lives was changed. I want to say within a snap of the fingers, it was all changed. All right. No, hold on. Let me say something first. What's going on with you? What's going on with Lily and Jack Sullivan? This is killer. I'm just going to say predator. And this could be the middle person or the couple, but predator has a history of committing crime. And it doesn't have to be this big of a crime. It could be small time crime, right? But they have a history. Lily and Jack. This crime will be solved in the distant future. And I do believe that. I do believe it will be solved. Will we first get everything? No, probably not. But as time goes on, when they figure it out with this whoever they capture and get, things will probably come to light. Also, I do see, I saw this last night actually. I see a cop car, the lights on. Now, I don't know if this was a car accident or just a traffic stop, whatever, but I see car lights, the police lights going to the side of the road, and there's like 2, maybe 3 cars already on the side of the road. And in other words, they're going for a different whole situation. The cops are looking at this as either a traffic stop or minor accident or something. And as they're getting involved with this case, something about Lily and Jack happens. Some kind of information or something. I don't know what. All right. But it's almost like looking at another, that could just be symbolic that some cops are looking at a whole different case, and boom, something about Lily and Jack appears to them, some kind of evidence or someone saying, hey, I know about that case, but in other words, you're looking somewhere else for a different whole case. Okay. And something about, or a different situation, and something about Lily and Jack come up. What people? Okay. An argument or fight is a strong factor. That could be the vindictive person. Some kind of argument or fight. Oh, I didn't see this one. Illegal activities played a role. Well, yeah, if you friggin' hand over a kid or kids, that's illegal when they're not their parents. Definitely illegal. It could not be other illegal activities played the role in this too. Wait a minute. Why do I? I'm looking at the pictures now. more so. So there's birds everywhere to information. Owls keep coming to me. Is it a place where owls are known to be? Not sure. Car, the distance, argument, and then illegal activities played a role. Someone kicking another person off the cliff. Someone's gonna definitely, I think someone's gonna turn on someone when it comes to the actual facts of what's going on. They're gonna finally say, enough, I can't handle this. I can't live with myself. I made a real bad decision and I don't know what to do. Right? And then closer observation of the victim's living space may provide clues. That came in, I think, the last meeting, I can't remember. Um, that could be anyone on that property. Victim's living space. And in the future, the killer or predator, I'm going to say predator again, they could have been passed on. All right. But I'm believing they're alive. And that's what I'm feeling. The predator may admit guilt. So I was just saying how that middleman, middle woman, whoever it is, may want to deal and definitely plead like guilty for something, but they'll get away with something else, right? They won't get the full extent of what they should get. Hold on 1 minute. I just want to gather these cards. And I'm going to leave off with a card of hope. So this case could be solved as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Yeah, I keep seeing them in a house. I mean, they're not taking them out and about. Let me tell you like that. If they do travel, it's in a vehicle that the kids won't be seen clearly through the window or whatever. You know what I mean? Creation. Remember your thoughts. Shape your future. Your words create today. Your choices become reality. And that's a hummingbird. You know, creation. Someone's probably remembering, of course, all the family members are probably remembering Jack and Lily. Shape your future. Someone was trying to shape these children for a better future. And your choices become your reality. It's almost like your words create today. Almost like someone's trying to make a false reality, especially if this couple, they're choosing to, make a whole reality over taking children in their mind, And I'm telling you, this was just like an opportune opportunity. And I think there was probably a little bit of planning because, they all had to agree to do it. But action. Stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Nothing can hold you back. There will be action in this case. There will be. I also get that police officer that really kind of like honed in on things is getting very frustrated because I don't know what level. I mean, he's official and he has some kind of importance. Like, I don't want to say no cops. I mean, not every cop's important. Of course they are. But it's almost like he's been saying, but this, and this, and nobody's really been listening in a way. But there will be action. There's going to be movement. I think the case is getting a little more aggressive behind the scenes with certain people, whatever. And, you know, there is going to be triumph. I really do see justice in this case. I hope to God when they get justice, it's going to be with the children being alive. you know, and then all the criminals can go straight to hell. I'm fine with that. But let's all keep hope. Anything's possible. I know a lot of people want to say that they're passed on by now, and they may be right, but I don't see it. And until a cop tells us that we found these two bodies and they are Lily and Jack, I'm not going to believe that they're dead. All right. There's always that possibility. And that's what I pick up. Michael's Archangel Michael is a miracle mover. So we believe that the miracle's happening. All right. Everyone take care and just keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Bye.